Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Gatry Persaud. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment during this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. Scientists at the CDC are collaborating with the Massachusetts Department of Public Health to investigate a case of monkeypox in a man who recently traveled to Canada by private transportation. Health officials are not sure how the patient got infected. Monkeypox is so rare, and it's rarely transmitted around the world. However, in addition to the case in the U.S., the CDC says in the past 2 weeks, multiple clusters of monkeypox have been reported in the UK, Spain, and Portugal, areas that typically do not report monkeypox. It's not clear how people in those clusters were infected, but several cases involve men who admitted sleeping with other men. At this point, the CDC says there's no threat to the general public and no need to be afraid. Common household disinfectants can kill the monkeypox virus. But officials say people should be aware of the symptoms, which include a flu-like illness, lymph node swelling, and a rash on the face and body. So be careful. The House of Representatives just passed 3 big bills. The first is the Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act of 2022. The bill would set up offices that track and analyze domestic terrorism activity. The goal is to combat the threat of violent extremism by white supremacists and prevent attacks similar to the horrific mass shooting over the weekend at a supermarket in a predominantly black neighborhood in Buffalo, New York. The final vote was 222 for the bill and 203 against it. The second bill would provide $28 million in emergency funding to the FDA to help alleviate the nationwide baby formula shortage. The third bill is called the Access to Baby Formula Act, which ensures families in the WIC program can continue to get formula during an emergency. That bill passed by a margin of 414 to 9, with the no votes all coming from House Republicans. All the bills now move to the Senate, where their future is unclear because of the potential of Republican opposition. There have been nearly 25,000 wildfires across the U.S. so far this year. That's more than any previous year in the past decade. You heard me right, 25,000 wildfires. Right now, 11 large wildfires are currently burning across the U.S. So far, more than 1.3 million acres have burned. New Mexico is still battling the largest wildfire in its history, which has burned 300,000 acres. New Mexico also just passed an historic order mandating farmers in some areas stop watering their crops in order to keep water resources available to fight the wildfires and save the lives of people in the path of the fire. A historic moment in sports happened when U.S. Soccer agreed to an equal pay deal for the men's and women's teams. The U.S. is now the first soccer federation in the world to set the equal pay policy, which includes equal prize money for men and women, including at World Cups. Both men and women will now get around $450,000 a year. Commercial and event revenue will be divided equally. This has been a long fight for equal pay for women of U.S. soccer. The women's team clinched the last 2 World Cups and have won 4 World Cups championships overall. The men haven't won yet, but we're still making more money just for playing. The U.S. soccer president called the deal a truly historic moment. "41-year-old actor Nick Cannon has been the butt of jokes and late-night talk shows because he has several children by several different women. In fact, he is expecting his 8th child later this year. Well, Cannon now says he is closing up shop when it comes to having kids. Cannon says he has already gotten his vasectomy consultation. A vasectomy is a form of male birth control that cuts the supply of sperm to a man's semen. Cannon joked he's not looking to populate the earth entirely, and he wants to take care of the women and children he currently has in his life. The Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus shut down in 2017 after more than 140 years of operation. The shutdown was due to dwindling ticket sales and years of controversy for its continued use of live animal performers. Today, the new production company for the circus announced the greatest show on earth will be back next year without live animals. A former Cirque du Soleil choreographer is leading the casting for the new Ringling Circus. Auditions will be held around the world. The new cast will start rehearsing next summer. The circus will begin a 50-city tour across North America beginning on September 2023. Okay, this next story will make you go, "Aw." Oh, so cute. This precious baby girl was born 35,000 feet in the air when her mother went into early and unexpected labor on a recent Frontier Airlines flight. The flight was from Denver to Orlando. Thankfully, a quick-thinking flight attendant jumped into action to help the mom deliver the baby in mid-flight. The plane was diverted to Pensacola, Florida, where paramedics were standing by at the gate waiting to help. The captain said the team, especially the flight attendant, did a wonderful, heroic job. The mom decided to give her new baby girl the middle name, Sky. That's a beautiful name. Perfect. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. And a reminder, the Sign1News Saturday virtual show team is taking a break for the summer, but we'll see you again in the fall. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone, and you can also watch at home on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku. Have a great day.